You've talked about how the workers have been impacted, communities have been impacted, activists have been impacted, but you're reporting both in the magazine, in the news, in now the book Petroleum 238: Big Oil's Dangerous Secret and the Grassroots Fight to Stop It. I want to make sure everybody gets that title. But oil and gas is, they're powerful. They got lots of money, and your reporting has outed a lot of their, as you say in the title, a lot of their dangerous secrets. So have you had any personal ramifications or received any personal communications or messaging or subliminal or direct as a result of your reporting, whether it's from the big execs, the industry workers, others in the community?
I always point out that people in communities in oil and gas country who choose to stand up to the industry receive much, much greater threats. They're much, much more at risk. And as a journalist, and despite what I try to do as an outside journalist, inevitably, I'm not living there. I'm protected in different ways that they're not. And I think their risks are much, much greater. The risk of a worker, even if they've retired from the industry, who stands out to talk is much greater. And the industry often does come down on people like that. And there's even a more subtler aggression, which just comes from, like, if you're living in a small community and you're the one who's protesting something you think is harmful, but everyone else has a job there, like, people don't talk to you anymore at the post office, and maybe you don't get a bank loan. I mean, things like that do really happen, and I think those are the people who are really facing the risks. Yeah, the tool, as a journalist, you have a very special tool, or maybe it's not a tool, it's more like a card you can use, which is you can turn their aggression or their attempts to try and stop you. You can turn that into part of the story. So we'll see what develops when this comes out, but I think the people in the communities themselves, that's really where those risks end up being the most severe.